because he's in Hollywood now. He's acting. How long did you work on Oppenheimer?
I think it was like 12 or 13 days, which feels like an eternity on
Beautiful. And where did you shoot it?
outside of Santa Fe.
Did you shoot any scenes with my boy Josh Peck?
Of course.
My boy.
Josh is so in my opinion, Josh Peck says the greatest "oh my god" in movie history, which hold on a second.
Don't tell me.
How many "oh my gods" have been said in movies? Sort of like a critical moment. The "oh my god." Josh Peck delivers the most weighted, under-delivered, powerful bomb of an "oh my god" that I've ever seen in movies.
Wow.
He's fucking awesome in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And I said to him the other day, I was like, you kind of have this I want you to be Chris Cooper.
That's a good comparable.
Right?
Yeah, he will. He'll go
as
forever.
He's getting older,
Yeah.
and like I think his good stuff hasn't even come yet.
No.
Right?
I mean, he's been doing it since he was a kid.
I know, but
and he was
that's
great as a kid.
Right,
So,
which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's why this game is so interesting also, because you can evolve as much as you want for as long as you want.
He is an amazing evolver.
Yeah.
Like, he's done so many things.
Yeah.
And he's, like you just said, now the fact that he's getting an Oscar,
It's going to win everything.
yeah, winning movie, caliber movie. It's incredible.
Yeah.
But he's done some amazing work before this.
Yeah.
But he was known as the funny kid.
Right.
So it's evolution.
There's some great memes of people using the DiCaprio Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
When they're like, seeing Josh Peck in Oppenheimer. And it's Leo, like, pointing at himself in whatever TV show he was in.
Yes. I love that meme. Wait, so let's go back, because you just said something.
Yeah.
Because you are on one today.
Yeah.
You're talking about athletes. And you went, because what's amazing about you is you said something that's really great. Is you go, that's just Sean.
Right.
Right? So you're in circles. Now, whether you want to be in those circles or you choose to be in those circles are different things. I know certain things in these circles choose you. You kind of don't want to be in them. You'd rather be at Topanga Mall tackling somebody and, on the lines. And so, but you get to go to these things.
Well, like.
And so when we're talking about athletes, you had a run-in with a superstar athlete. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about
Oh, LeBron? Yeah. At Leo's birthday.
Jesus. I mean, you don't have to name names, but
I got lucky. I got on the list.
this is an incredible story.
And I've never been a LeBron fan. Well, first of all, I told Sean Penn that he was a hero because he gave Zelensky his Oscar at the Valet.
So here's what it is. So I wanted to set this up. I don't want to drop all these names, but Jesus.
Oh, whatever.
He goes to a very exclusive party. I know exactly where the house is because that's some of the best parties at that house. And you go in, and you're at the Valet, and there you see Sean Penn. And he had just gone.
I had just done my first comedy show.
Yeah, in the belly
20
room.
minutes earlier in the belly room, which is a whole other story, but whatever.
And
I
you
did
had a great set.
I did a set.
Yeah.
I was fired up.
Yeah.
I went to this party by myself.
You can't bring anybody.
And when I pulled up, the first person I see is fucking Sean Penn. And, my idea of Sean Penn has changed over the years. And
From what to what?
From a fucking legend to an insane man.
And you mean that because the rebel is now
the dictator.
Yeah. It's weird, man. I thought he was one of our homies.
Yeah.
That was a hero.
Yeah.
It hurts my soul.
And still can be. Just say, I put my foot on the gas too much. That's all I need to hear.
I like him to say, I didn't get the jab. I'm sorry I pushed it.
Well, that... well...
I wish he would come and talk to us.
I know. Fuck, man. It would be... yeah. Holy shit.
Because he was everything that I look up to.
Yeah.
It really hurts me.
Yeah, one of the real OGs.
The OG and the realist.
Maybe the greatest paparazzi picture ever of him and Madonna, and he's attacking the paparazzi.
Yes, protecting his woman.
Yeah.
And went against fucking roles that were big. And
Yeah.
he took the meaty roles.
Yeah.
He's such an artist. He's such dug in.
Yeah.
And he wanted to explore. He didn't go for fucking fluff.
Yeah.
And I mean, in any genre.
Yeah.
God damn it, he's as funny as anyone ever, and as deep as anyone ever.
Yeah. Spicoli to Milk.
Exactly.
It's like,
Dude, insane. Dead man walking.
yeah,
Dude, I could cry.
I know.
So you go to this party, and we see this beautiful fallen
And I just,
hero.
I felt like I needed to remind him in a weird way of my own psychological whatever. Like, I wanted to tell him that I loved him and that he disappointed me. And the way that it came out was I gave him a golf clap in front of a lot of people getting into a really important party and said, "Way to go, Sean, you fucking hero. You gave Zelensky your Oscar." And then I just walked into the party. And I think somebody...
And he looked at you.
Yeah.
And for a second, because he is SP, and he's like, who's this motherfucker? But you don't break eye contact.
I didn't...
And you looked right into his
Broke him.
fucking eyes. And then he's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not going to deal with that.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be something.
Yeah. 20 years ago, Sean Penn would have addressed me,
Yes.
But also 20 years ago, I'm not sure Sean Penn would have been trying to be a dictator, He was still a fucking artist, like blazing his way. His way.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it his way.
Inspiring people to
Yeah.
follow him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now wait, that's just the appetizer.
Well-
He's not even. I don't want to give too much away.
Well, then I got in and I had, I don't
Go
like...
slow. Because when you do comedy, save the punch, bro.
All right.
All right. So skate around like you're going to the net before you shoot it. Think
Yeah.
of that.
So I did a legendary walk into the party, right? It was like backdoor at Goodfellas,
Pimp.
saying hi to everybody.
And you don't have to name names, but everybody was there.
Yeah. Making acquaintances, checking in till I get to my spot.
Now he's a rebel, and you're going into the fucking lion's den.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Not one person wants to hear your opinion on this shit.
No. And I had good real estate. Cuz I just had good real estate.
Posted up nice.
Yeah. And I had my double cup, brought my own ice. And I looked across the room, and the first person's eyes that I caught, and they were sort of walking towards me, was LeBron James. And I'm not a LeBron guy,
Why you got beef with LeBron?
because I don't think he stood up for... I think LeBron sold his soul, So when I compare Michael Jordan to LeBron, come on. I mean, MJ, we all watched the documentary. MJ has been blazing his own path with his own set of rules and has never cared about being bought or pressured into saying something. Part of the reason I love MJ is because he was never political. MJ never talked about anything outside of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Oprah tried to pressure him. Everybody always tried to pressure MJ to take a stance on something. He fucking didn't. Not my lane.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference between a LeBron and an MJ, when we're fighting for our youth right now, while they're not letting kids play organized sports for 2 years because they didn't get vaccinated, while they were potentially like hurting kids also, as we now come to understand through the science. I always, at that point, I had beef with LeBron, and he bumped me. And,
Actually bumped you?
it was an accidental bump. And, he had guys with him and stuff.
Yeah, he got to bring people.
And our good friend Kevin Connolly.
You dropped. You got to put Kevin's name out here.
Well, Kevin is the one that diffused the situation.
Kevin's a legend.
And he said, he got into my ear very quietly, and he said, "Not here." And when E tells you, "Not here,"
That is, By the way, that is a fucking watered down version of that story.
Right.
But the beauty is 100%. That's why Kevin is universally loved.
Yes.
He really is.
Yes.
That's why he's
A
such a
legend.
beautiful soul.
He's a
'cause
beauty.
He just goes right in there.
Yeah.
Here. Like he made sure you got into that party knowing that he could catch a little something. Not
Yep.
because all you had to do was just go to that party and double cup it.
Yeah.
You never had to do nothing.
Yeah.
But once LeBron bumped you.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was also because at that time the China thing was going down.
The China thing was going down.
And the thing is, it was
Yeah.
basically like, in my opinion of the China stuff was, I forget.
was the Uyghurs and there was some civil something. Well, LeBron is he is controlled, in my opinion, by the NBA, because the NBA business in China almost rivals the American business.
It might be bigger.
It probably is bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's levels to this game that even as a professional athlete, they're out of my pay grade. I'm not privy to those conversations, but I know what's going on.
Yeah.